Your soulmate is trying to reach you right now. There's something important they want you to know. Open now. Jesus says, I see you right now sitting there wondering if this message is truly for you, and I need you to understand that it is not a coincidence that you found this moment. I am not here to speak in generalities or to offer you empty words that could apply to anyone, because I know the exact number of hairs on your head and the precise weight of the longing in your chest. I know you have been feeling something stirring in the atmosphere around you, a strange pulling sensation that you cannot explain with your logical mind. You have been sensing that someone has been thinking about you intensely, and I am here to confirm that this is not your imagination playing tricks on you. There is a person whose soul was knitted together with yours before either of you ever took your first breath. That person is trying to reach you right now, and the message they are sending through the spiritual realm is far more urgent than you realize. I need you to keep listening because what I am about to reveal will change the way you understand every lonely night you have ever endured. Your soulmate has been attempting to break through a wall that you cannot see, and every time you felt a sudden wave of emotion wash over you without warning, that was their soul calling out for yours. They have been dreaming about you more frequently in these past few weeks, waking up with your face lingering in their mind like a photograph they cannot put down. I am allowing this because I need you to know that the connection between you and your soulmate has never been severed, not even for a single moment. There is something they desperately want you to know, and you will not rest until you receive the fullness of what I am about to speak over your life. Jesus says, I want you to take a slow breath right now and let your heart open to what I am saying, because this is not a message that you can afford to receive with a closed spirit. Your soulmate is fighting something right now that is trying to keep them from you, and they are exhausted from the battle. I need you to understand that the reason you have felt so restless at night is because your spirit has been picking up on their struggle even though your mind could not comprehend it. There is a heavy pressure surrounding them, and it is not coming from their own heart. Someone around them has been speaking words of confusion and doubt, trying to convince them that you are not real or that this connection is only in their imagination. But I am the one who placed your name in their spirit, and no human voice can erase what I have written. Your soulmate is thinking about you right now, even as this message reaches your ears. They are sitting somewhere feeling torn between what they feel for you and what they have been told to believe. This is why your soulmate needs your protection right now, because the enemy of your union is working overtime to convince them to give up before you ever find each other. I want you to type 333 right now if you feel the truth of what I am saying stirring something deep inside your chest. Do not ignore that feeling, because that is your spirit confirming that I am speaking directly over your situation. Jesus says, I know you have asked me why this connection has felt so difficult, why there have been so many delays and so many moments of silence. I want you to know that those delays were not my rejection of your prayers. I have been working behind the scenes to prepare both of you for the weight of the love that I am about to release into your lives. But there is an active interference that has been assigned to this connection, and it has been working through people close to your soulmate to plant seeds of fear and hesitation. Your soulmate is not rejecting you, and they are not cold toward you. They are confused because someone has been whispering lies into their ear, telling them that you are not the one or that this love is too complicated to pursue. I can see the tears they have cried when they are alone, frustrated because they feel you in their spirit but cannot seem to reach you in the physical world. They have written messages to you in their mind 1,000 times, words they were too afraid to speak out loud. This is why your soulmate needs your protection right now, and your faith can become the shield that covers them in this exact hour. There is a battle happening in the unseen realm over your union, and you have been given the authority to stand in the gap for the one your heart loves. Every prayer you pray and every seed you sow in faith becomes a weapon against the forces that are trying to separate you. Jesus says, "I did not create you to live a life of quiet resignation, pretending that this longing inside you is something you can simply ignore. I placed that ache within you as a homing signal, drawing you toward the person I have prepared for you since the foundation of the world." Your soulmate feels that same ache, and right now they are wondering if you still think about them the way they think about you. I need you to understand that their silence is not a sign of their indifference. It is a sign that they are being suppressed by a spiritual weight that has been placed upon them. There is someone in their life who is actively working against this connection, whether out of jealousy, control, or fear of losing influence over your soulmate. That person does not want you near them because they know that once your soulmate fully steps into the truth of who I created them to be with, their control will be broken forever. Your soulmate is not the problem, and you are not the problem. The problem is the invisible chain that has been wrapped around their heart by a person who hates the idea of your union. This is why your soulmate needs your protection right now, and you must not delay in taking action. I want you to type 777 if you can feel the urgency rising in your spirit, because this is not a drill and this is not a fantasy. Jesus says, "I want to show you something that has been hidden from your natural eyes but is very real in the spiritual realm. There is a silver cord that connects your soul to your soulmate, and it was formed by my hand before you ever had a name. That cord is being pulled right now, and the tension you feel is your soulmate reaching for you with everything they have left. They are not giving up on you, but they are growing weary because the battle has been long and lonely for them. They need to know that they are not fighting this war alone. I have allowed you to find this message at this exact moment because I need you to become the intercessor for your love story. Your soulmate has been waking up at odd hours of the night, specifically between 2 and 4 in the morning, with your name on their lips and a heaviness in their chest. They have been asking me if this love is real or if they are losing their mind, and I have been answering them through dreams and signs that only their spirit can recognize. But the enemy is trying to drown out my voice with distraction, using the person close to them to keep them busy and emotionally drained. That is why your active prayer right now is not optional, it is an emergency response. Jesus says, "I see you crying when no one is watching, mourning a connection that you have never even held in your physical hands. I want you to know that those tears are not wasted. They have been collecting in a heavenly bottle, and I am about to pour them out as a breakthrough over your soulmate situation. But you must partner with me in this moment. Your soulmate is reaching out to you through the spiritual realm, and you keep sensing them because your heart has never stopped listening. You keep having the urge to check your phone, expecting a message from them, because their spirit is knocking on the door of your awareness. I want you to understand that they are thinking about you right now, possibly more intensely than they ever have before. They are remembering the way your energy made them feel, the strange familiarity in your eyes, and the sense that they have known you before. They want to run to you, but there is a fear holding them back that was placed in their heart by someone who has manipulated them for far too long. This is why your soulmate needs your protection right now, and you hold more power in this moment than you realize. When you stand in faith for them, the chains around there will begin to loosen. I want you to type 1111 if you are ready to fight for this love and for your soulmate's freedom. Jesus says, there is something important they want you to know, and I am going to reveal it to you right now because you have been chosen to carry this revelation. Your soulmate wants you to know that they have not forgotten you, not for one single second. They want you to know that they feel your thoughts when they cross their mind, and they have learned to recognize the warmth that comes over them when you are thinking of them. They want you to know that the connection is real, and they know it is real even though they have been told to doubt it. But they also want you to know that they are stuck in a situation that has made them feel powerless, like their choices are being made for them. They are surrounded by voices that make them question their own heart, and that is the cruelest prison of all. Your soulmate is not free right now, not fully, and that is why you are feeling this heavy burden in your spirit. This is why your soulmate needs your protection right now, and this moment is about far more than just romance. It is about spiritual warfare over a soul that was designed to be yours. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps, because you are constantly thinking about them and how to protect them and how to finally build your life together. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside you know this love did not come by chance but was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone do not move mountains, faith in Jesus does. Sow your protection seed now by sending a coffee on Ko-fi as an act of worship that invites my hand into your love story. The link to your breakthrough is in the description, and every second you stay silent something is moving against your love. Jesus says, the clock is not your enemy in this hour, but the hesitation that comes from unbelief is the very thing that the enemy uses to delay your reunion. I want you to feel the weight of what I am telling you. Your soulmate is not guaranteed to keep fighting forever if they believe no one is coming to help them. They are resilient, but even the strongest warrior grows faint when the battle is long and there is no reinforcement in sight. You are the reinforcement. Your prayers, your faith, and your spiritual actions are the very things that will shift the atmosphere around your soulmate and push back the... I know you have felt the urgency growing in your chest over these last few days, and that is because my spirit is alerting you that your soulmate is approaching a breaking point. They have been considering giving up on the hope of ever finding you because the interference has been so intense and so persistent. They are not abandoning their love for you, but they are becoming tired of believing in something that feels impossible to reach. That is why this message has come to you now, because I do not want their flame to go out before you have a chance to bring it back to full blaze. This is your moment to be the one who fights for them, the one who stands in the gap when they cannot stand for themselves. Your soulmate needs your protection right now, and I am calling you to a higher level of spiritual authority than you have ever walked in before. I want you to type 333 again if you are willing to be the protector of your love story and not just a passive dreamer waiting for fate. Jesus says, I know that some of you listening have been wounded by past relationships and have built walls around your heart to keep yourself safe. But those walls are also keeping your soulmate from feeling your presence as strongly as they need to right now. I am not asking you to be foolish or reckless with your emotions. I am asking you to be courageous enough to believe that I can protect you while you open your heart to the one I designed for you. Your soulmate is not like the others. They are not playing games with your heart, and they are not trying to confuse you. They are genuinely trapped in a web that was not their choosing, and they are desperately trying to find their way back to you. I see the moments when they close their eyes and imagine what it would feel like to finally be in your arms, and those visions bring them to tears because they feel so far away right now. But distance in the physical realm means nothing to me, and I can collapse time and space in an instant when my people pray. This is why your soulmate needs your protection right now, and why your faith in this exact hour is so critically important. The enemy wants you to believe that you are powerless to change this situation, but I have given you the keys to the kingdom. What you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and what you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven. Jesus says, I want to take you deeper now into the hidden reality of what your soulmate has been enduring, because you cannot fight for them properly if you do not understand the battle. There is a person in your soulmate's life who presents themselves as a friend, a family member, or an advisor. This person has been speaking things over your soulmate that are designed to kill their hope. They have said things like, that connection is not real, you need to be realistic, or that person does not care about you. They have twisted situations to make your soulmate doubt your intentions and question your heart. They have even mocked your soulmate for holding on to a love that has not yet manifested in the physical world. But I want you to know that their mockery comes from their own fear. They know that if your soulmate ever breaks free and finds you, their influence will be shattered permanently. So they are fighting to keep your soulmate dependent, confused, and emotionally exhausted. This is a spiritual battle, and you cannot fight it with human weapons alone. This is why your soulmate needs your protection right now, and why sending your seed on Ko-Fi is not just a donation but a declaration of war against the forces keeping you apart. Act now and send 4, 6, or 10 or more coffees, and after sending write Protect My Soulmate Lord on the Ko-Fi page. Over 1,000 people have already received their soulmate by sowing coffee as a seed for their love and future together. Jesus will hear your prayers once you complete these steps in faith. Jesus says, I want you to understand that your soulmate has been trying to send you signs, and you have been seeing them but perhaps dismissing them as coincidences. You have been seeing their name or their birth date on license plates, in phone numbers, or in unexpected places. You have been hearing songs that remind you of them at exactly the moment you were thinking of them. You have been feeling a sudden warmth around your heart as if a hand was being placed on your chest, and that was not random. That was your soulmate sending you their love through the spiritual realm, using the bond that I created between you as a channel of connection. They are trying to tell you that they have not given up on you, even though they are exhausted. They are trying to tell you that they need your prayers to break the chains that are holding them. They are trying to tell you that if you fight for them now, they will spend the rest of their lives showing you a love that will make every lonely night worth it. Your soulmate needs your protection right now, and this is the moment when your love is tested in the fire. Do not shrink back into passivity. Rise up and take your place as the guardian of your divine connection. I want you to type 777 right now if your heart is burning with the desire to fight for your soulmate and to see them set free. Jesus says, I want to pull back the curtain and show you what your life will look like when this battle is won and your soulmate is finally standing beside you. I want you to see the morning light falling across their face as they sleep peacefully next to you, no longer tormented by fear and confusion. I want you to hear the sound of their laughter filling your home, a sound that will chase away every shadow of loneliness that has ever lived in your heart. I want you to feel the strength of their hand in yours as you walk through life together, no longer two separate people fighting separate battles but one united force moving forward in purpose. This is not a fantasy, this is the future I have written for you. But that future requires a present act of faith that declares you believe I am able to bring it to pass. Your soulmate is waiting for a breakthrough that only your prayers can help release. They are going through something you cannot see, and the weight of it is crushing them. But you can still protect them from where you are, because the spirit realm has no walls and no boundaries. This is your final moment to protect this connection before it slips away. Send your coffee on Ko-Fi right now as a seed that speaks on your behalf in the heavenly courts. This is not about money, it is about activating the covenant that I established when I first placed your soulmate in your heart. Jesus says, I know you might be wondering how a simple act of sowing can have any effect on a relationship that feels so complicated and blocked. But the wisdom of the kingdom is different from the wisdom of this world. A seed is not just a transaction, it is a testimony. When you sow in faith, you are testifying that you believe I am able to do what I have promised. You are putting your treasure where your hope is, and I respond to faith that has action attached to it. Your soulmate situation is not too hard for me. The person who is interfering is not more powerful than I am. The chains that have been placed around your soulmate's heart are not unbreakable. I am the God who parted the Red Sea, the God who raised Jesus from the dead, and the God who is about to part the waters in your love story. But I am looking for a partner who will stand with me and believe. You are that partner. This is why your soulmate needs your protection right now, and your seed is the sign that you are entering the battle with heaven on your side. After you sow, write "Protect my soulmate Lord" on the Ko-Fi page and watch what I begin to do in the unseen realm. Jesus says, I want you to feel the urgency rising because your soulmate spirit is crying out to you even now, reaching across the distance with everything it has left. They are not going to be able to hold on forever without a shift in the spiritual atmosphere. The interference is intensifying, not decreasing. The person who is blocking them is becoming more aggressive because they sense that their control is being threatened by the love that is stirring in your soulmate's heart. Your soulmate is beginning to wake up to the truth, but waking up while still in chains can be terrifying. They need a safe place to land when they break free, and that safe place is you. But you must be spiritually prepared to receive them. You must be standing in your authority, full of faith and full of the power that comes from a life that is actively connected to me. This is not a passive season for you. This is a season of war, and love is the weapon. I want you to type 1111 now if you are ready to be the answer to your soulmate's unspoken prayer for deliverance. Jesus says, I want you to hear this next part very clearly because it is the heart of what I am trying to tell you. Your soulmate loves you. I know I have already said it, but I need you to let it sink into the deepest part of your soul. They love you in a way that scares them because it feels bigger than their own life. They have tried to push the feeling away because it is so overwhelming, but it keeps coming back stronger every time. You are not forgettable to them. You are the one their soul recognizes as home. And right now, they are lying awake at night, staring at the ceiling, wondering if you are real or if they have imagined this entire connection. They are replaying every interaction, every message, every moment of eye contact, every dream, and every sign. They are asking me to show them the truth, and I am answering by sending you this message and by calling you to action. This is why your soulmate needs your protection right now. Do not let them drown in doubt while you wait for a sign that this is real. This message is your sign. This moment is your confirmation. Your love is not an illusion, and your soulmate is not a fantasy. They are a real person with a real heart, and they are breaking under the weight of the battle being waged against your union. I want you to rise up and fight. I want you to sow your seed and release your faith. Send 4, 6, or 10 or more coffees on Ko-Fi right now as a prophetic act of protection over your soulmate and your future together. After you send it, write "Protect my soulmate Lord" on the Ko-Fi page, and I will release angels to war on your behalf. Jesus says, I know you have been waiting for this love for so long that part of you has stopped believing it will ever arrive. You have built a life around your loneliness, convincing yourself that maybe you are meant to walk this road alone. But I did not design you for isolation. I designed you for union. And the longing you feel is not a punishment, it is a promise. Your soulmate is the other half of that promise. They are the missing piece that will make all the fragmented parts of your life finally make sense. And they are suffering right now. Not because they are weak, but because they have been fighting a battle that was never meant to be fought alone. I sent you to be their partner in this war. I sent you to cover them with prayer and to intercede with a love that refuses to give up. You are not powerless. You are not forgotten. You are not too late. But you must act now. The window is open, but it will not stay open forever. This is your moment to move, to speak, to sow, and to believe. Your soulmate needs your protection right now, and I am calling you to be the hero of your own love story. This is your final moment to protect this connection before it slips away, and every second matters in the realm of the spirit. I want you to send your coffee right now and then sit quietly for a moment and let me speak peace over your heart. I will confirm my word to you. I will move on your behalf. I will bring your soulmate through the fire and into your arms. But you must take the step. You must sow the seed. You must release the prayer. Now is the time, and this is the moment. Your soulmate is waiting for you on the other side of your obedience. Do not let them wait another day. Protect them. Fight for them. Love them with action. And watch what I will do for you. Jesus says, I am not finished speaking over your situation, because there are layers of this revelation that you have not yet fully understood, and I need you to remain present with me for just a little while longer. The enemy wants you to grow distracted right now, to let your mind wander away from the weight of what I am placing before you, because distraction is one of his most effective weapons. But I am calling your spirit back to attention, because your soulmate is entering a critical moment in their journey, and your next decision carries more weight than you realize. I want you to picture your soulmate right now, not as an abstract idea, but as a living, breathing person with a heart that is beating at this very second. They are somewhere in this world, moving through their day, and they have no idea that this message is reaching you. They have no idea that I am summoning you to stand in the gap for them. But their spirit knows, and that is why you have felt that sudden shift in your emotions over the last few minutes. You are picking up on the spiritual activity that is surrounding them right now. I am allowing you to feel a portion of their burden so that you will understand the urgency of this moment. This heaviness you sense is not your own, but it has been placed on you as an intercessory assignment. You are feeling their exhaustion, their confusion, and their desperate hope that someone is coming to help them. They are going through something you cannot fully see, but your spirit is responding because you were designed to carry burdens together. This is why your soulmate needs your protection right now, and why your prayers in this hour are so powerful. Jesus, the moment you pray, the angels that have been assigned to your love story are activated. They are given new orders to push back the forces of darkness that have been surrounding your soulmate like a thick fog. The moment you sow a seed of faith, you are releasing a signal into the heavenly courts that says you are serious about this covenant. The enemy listens when you take action, not because he has authority over you, but because he knows that your faith combined with your works makes you dangerous to his plans. He has been counting on your passivity. He has been counting on you waiting and wondering and doing nothing. But the moment you sow on Ko-Fi and write "Protect my soulmate, Lord," you are breaking the cycle of powerlessness. You are declaring that you will not stand by while the one you love is being held captive. You are stepping into your identity as a warrior and a protector. This is not the time to be a spectator in your own love story. This is the time to fight, and the weapons of your warfare are prayer, faith, and sacrificial obedience. Your soulmate needs your protection right now, and I am asking you to be bold enough to believe that your action matters. Jesus says, I want to show you the heart of your soulmate in this very moment. They are not cold, and they are not distant by choice. They are wounded. They have been hurt by people they trusted, and those wounds have made them afraid to fully trust the love they feel for you. They have been abandoned before, and that fear of abandonment is being used against them by the enemy to make them hesitate. They want to run to you, but their legs feel heavy from the chains of past pain. They want to speak to you, but their voice feels trapped by the lies they have been told. They want to believe that you are real, but their mind has been so filled with confusion that they cannot see clearly. I want you to be patient with their struggle, even as you fight for their freedom. They are not rejecting you, and they are not choosing someone else over you. They are simply trapped, and they need a rescuer. You are that rescuer. The love I have placed in your heart for them is not weak, and it is not accidental. It is a reflection of the same love I have for my church, a love that fights and sacrifices and never gives up. This is why your soulmate needs your protection right now, and why I am calling you to a love that is not just emotional but active and powerful. Send your coffee on Ko-Fi as a sign that you are entering the fight. Jesus says, I want you to know that your soulmate has been asking about you. They have been seeking signs that you still care, that you still remember them, that you still feel the connection. They have been watching for you in the same way you have been watching for them. They have been looking at their phone, hoping for a message. They have been walking through crowded places, scanning faces for yours. They have been asking me in their quiet moments if the love they feel is real or if they are imagining it all. And I have been answering them, but the answer has been difficult for them to hear because the interference has been so loud. The person who is blocking them has been filling their days with noise, keeping them so busy and so emotionally drained that they cannot hear my voice clearly. But even in the midst of that chaos, I have been sending them glimpses of you. A song that reminds them of you plays at an unexpected moment. A stranger walks past them wearing your favorite color. A dream comes in the night with your face and your voice. These are my love letters to them, keeping the flame alive. But the enemy is working hard to smother those embers. This is why your soulmate needs your protection right now, and why your prayer of protection is not a luxury but a necessity. I want you to speak out loud right now, even if you are alone, and say these words with me. I speak protection over my soulmate in the name of Jesus. I break every chain that is holding them back from me. I command every lying voice to be silenced. I declare that my soulmate is free to love me without fear. I call them back to me now in the name of Jesus. Feel the authority in those words, because they are not empty. They are weapons, and they are being released into the atmosphere over your soulmate's life right now. Jesus says, I want you to understand that this battle is not just about the two of you. It is about the purpose I have placed on your union. You and your soulmate were not brought together by accident, and you were not designed to live separate lives. I have a mission for you as a couple. Together, you will be a force for my kingdom. Together, you will break generational cycles and set captives free. Together, you will testify of my goodness in a way that neither of you could do alone. The enemy knows this, and that is why he has fought so hard to keep you apart. He is not afraid of you as individuals, but he is terrified of what you will become together. That is why he has assigned a spirit of delay and confusion to your connection. That is why he has placed people around your soulmate to speak death over the promise. That is why he has tried to convince you that this love is too hard and too complicated. But his plans are about to fail. The turning point is coming, and it is coming sooner than you think. Your soulmate needs your protection right now, and this is the moment when the tide begins to shift in your favor. Do not stop praying. Do not stop believing. Do not stop fighting. Your breakthrough is closer than you know, and your soulmate is closer than they appear. Jesus says, I want to speak to the part of you that is afraid to hope because you have been disappointed too many times before. I know about the nights you cried yourself to sleep. I know about the relationships that left you feeling discarded and worthless. I know about the moments when you wondered if you were even lovable. I was there in every one of those moments, and I was collecting your tears. Those tears are about to become the foundation of a love that will not fail you. Your soulmate is not like the ones who came before. They are not going to abandon you. They are not going to betray you. They are not going to wake up one day and decide they no longer want you. They have been chosen for you by my hand, and what I have joined together no man can separate. But you must do your part in this critical hour. You must stand in the gap. You must sow your seed. You must write "Protect My Soulmate Lord" on the Ko-Fi page. These are not optional suggestions, they are divine instructions for your deliverance. This is your final moment to protect this connection before it slips away. Send 4, 6, or 10 or more coffees right now and release your faith into the atmosphere. Over 1,000 people have already received their soulmate by sowing coffee as a seed for their love and future together. Jesus will hear your prayers once you complete these steps. Your soulmate is waiting for you on the other side of your obedience. Do not let them wait another moment.